Evening all. Got another ITSL game here. I think it's the pre-penultimate. I have one against a person who's not responded to my emails and another person I've played, but not in real life. They've been at a tournament I've been at. Right, I'm USSR. So Suez is a fun headline and probably the best bet. Shame no 4-op cards. We'll go Yugoslavia to get to Greece since we do not have. I mean, Cambridge 5 is another decent headline option. Since if I headline Suez, I only have one 3-op card to coup with. This way I keep two 3-op cards to coup with. Although the upshot of using Suez is that I can coup Iran and try and clear them out of the Middle East. Reunification, UN intervention. Oh, all red or neutral. Weird. Korean War. Yep. Fidel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, yeah, we'll go Cambridge 5. We'll see what we have to wrestle with. But yeah, as red as this opening hand is, it's not spectacular. I guess we want to hold you an intervention for that reason. Ah, Marshall Plan setup. Yeah. So, oh no, not the Marshall Plan setup, the new setup, right? Well, maybe it's Marshall. Either way, I think we've got to go Cambridge 5. It is Marshall Plan. Okay. Well, glad we didn't headline Suez now, since they'll be walking right into Turkey. Tricky start. They got nothing. So I think I like taking Iraq and moving on Korea before using Korean War to take South Korea. Can't do squat in Europe, can't really successfully coup Iran at such a high op count. So next up I'll use Fidel to go 1 Afghanistan, 1 Korea, then take Korea with Korea, hold you an intervention, get a coup at some point just to get mil-ops, and just try and weather this, but it's not great. So Marshall and CIA. And I've done Cambridge 5 and Comic-Con. They went into Afghanistan first. Neat for them. So we will go Afghanistan and South Korea. Yep, that's fine. Interesting. I can only think they are concerned about being realigned out of Iran. But the question is it really even worth our while? I think with Indo-Pakistani war, we're better off taking Pakistan. And we'll see if they want to go coup counter coup on it. They're probably just going to take Afghanistan. Yep. Blockading away. Sokgov, okay. So we will use Korean War way to zoom in ridiculously fast. There we go. To take Korea. So we're not going to dominate Asia, but I do like popping one in Syria just to put... Oh no, wait, they've got Iran. Yeah, we're not going to dominate the Middle East. Dadoy. Well, then popping one into India is not so bad, I suppose. Start walking towards Thailand. Well, now we got Milops. Hurrah! Better than Milops. So we'll go to India. Decod space makes sense. And now I guess we'll go for more Milops, but no VP. So that kind of forces them to coup Pakistan, which isn't a bad coup, all things considered. Or try realigning on it +1 but give up 4 VPs, which doesn't seem productive for them. Well, considering we didn't have a single 4-op card, that's not gone terribly. I mean, we're well behind in Europe, but De Gaulle Duck and Cover could help there. Well, Duck and Cover can't anymore. Yep. Ooh, pretty powerful. So, I suppose Europe scoring is the best headline here to get it out before something weird happens in Europe. Yeah. Getting purged. Happy days, eh? Happy days. Oh boy. We will use the China card. With Defcon at 5. Not necessarily any good, but it's what I'm doing. And if we can get Defcon down to 3, we can use Vietnam Revolts. Although that's going to be tricky. So maybe we just try and survive the turn. Middle East scoring for 0. Events captured Nazi. Going influence, yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Alright. We're going to have to use UN intervention containment to overtake North Korea. That feels bad. But not much of a choice. Problem with Defcon at 5 is we can event Vietnam revolts, but we'll just get straight queued out of it. And we can't counter coup. Sheesh. Okay, we'll event Middle East scoring here. We know where all the 4-op cards are gone, and they're not in our hand. Hooey. Mm-hmm. We'll get the space points while we can. Here it comes. Well, I guess we repair it, and we'll use NASA because we're in Israel, and Middle East scoring has dropped. And they can have another go. There's still NORAD East European unrest, sorry, NORAD 5-year plan and US Japan, which they could easily have in their hand on top of all the other cards. The ops disparity has been cruel, especially with the purge. Yep, here we go. And that was the inevitable result, unfortunately. We will coup on Panama to finish. Oh, well, that's nice. Just to get a mill-op. But yeah, that was pretty unfair on ops, but that's life, right? Can't win them all. Now we just have to make sure Indo-Pakistani war doesn't blow India out as well. We have got D-Style, so, you know, no reason to be too grumpy. Mr. Discard. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, blimey! So all 5 4-op cards in the first 2 turns. Absolutely egregious. That's all well and good, give me one now, but that ship sailed. And they've got defectors. They know, we know, they know, etc. Oh, and they've got Asia bloody scoring. And Gaul and Olympic Games. All right, well, they know we've got D-Style. And we know they have defectors, and they know we have to use D-Style to level up Asia before Asia's scoring. So we have to play D-Style and get it defected, and then repair Asia, which is lousy. So that's what's going to have to be done. Absolutely rotten. Well, at least we've got Formosa, so we can make sure that Asia doesn't dominate, but at the expense of giving up a coup, losing Milops, possibly losing India to Indo-Pakistani war. Okay, well, that's something. Now we have to coup. No, we'll coup with a 3-op card. And we'll leave one in East Germany. We're going to coup with a 3-op card in case they jam India or South Korea and we have to fight back. Oh boy. It's going to be one of those games. So assuming they don't press on Asia, We will push into Zaire and Brazil from Venezuela and Angola. Event Fidel, because we're going to need access at this point. So they decide better. Yeah, okay. So I suppose we do have to take Egypt. Let's overtake India for now. And next turn we'll do South Korea. Indo-Pakistani was going to be brutal if it drops their way. But we have precious little recourse there. NORAD and Formosa are space options. Special relationship we're just going to eat. Event Fidel. So we've got 5 clean ops to use. We need to get into Venezuela a bit more meatily. Just in case of Voice of America. Rough. Rough, rough, rough. Oh, well that's lucky for us, in inverted commas. At least they were dealt all 3 scoring cards. They've got Defectors, Asia, De Gaulle, and 2 unknown cards. There goes Asia. So I like finishing off Venezuela against Voice of America. They can have an op in France or Canada. We'll space Formosa, Event Fidel, call it a turn, and we'll be lucky to go in slightly ahead on VP, unless they have Indo-Pakistani War, but they've played Asia scoring, so I guess they don't. I suppose they're likely to hold Defectors through the turn. Get maximum leverage on turn 4 headline, even if it's making us play suboptimally. Suppose ahead of Sadat, we may want to use Formosa Resolution to take Libya rather than space, which puts us in peril in Asia later on. But we're already in peril within a Pakistani war floating around. That's an unknown card. All right, let's gamble on Asia now that it's gone. And we will take Libya. That at least starts to set up a reasonable OPEC. And then Fidel. And we're really hoping we get Junta. And definitely hoping we get into Pakistani war. We're in serious trouble there. Well, that's good for us. So they've got De Gaulle and 1 other card. Yeah, it's a space. They get there. All right. ABM treaty is all right for us. Brezhnev isn't because we're spacing a lot of these cards. I think we go ABM treaty because we don't want to get missile envy. If we get missile envy, we can give them NORAD, which is annoying, but can live with it. But I think ABM's the one, especially having seen defectors go. NORAD Yasuri. 5-year plan. INDA. Brezhnev. Oh man, Hunter's really annoying. In which case, DEFCON up. Alright, thinking is we can go 1, 2, and 2 Uruguay. Keep DEFCON up. So if he does coup, we get another coup. And if he doesn't coup, we've got realigns and shenanigans. This may not be any good, but I'm doing it. Lads, independent reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. John Paul. Well, John Paul's very much a space card. Yasuri isn't. With all that overprotecting, we can just event Yasuri and then jam more in. Southeast Asia is going to be a killer. Makes sense. Wow. Okay. Nicely done. So, coup Argentina. And hope to realign Brazil. Yasuri is just event and repair, isn't it? Oh, man. This isn't great for us. Not gonna lie. Not good. The Americans look way better than they actually are. As long as we can get ops advantage, we'll take it. But probably won't be for very long. Now I can do that because we have Allende. But we're going to run out of steam very quickly here. Oh boy. Just genuinely been drowning in operations points. Right, we're going to have to use NORAD. Go Uruguay at +2. Great. Okay. And NORAD's going to totally be a killer later on. But I don't see what choice we have with the cards we have left. Okay. That's fine for now. So we space John Paul. And fail, which means we can't space Yasuri, which means we have to event and repay Yasuri. But we can finish the turn by eventing Allende and breaking Chile, which might not be a bad option. Well, bully for them. Mm-hmm. Okay, so event Allende to finish, breaking Chile. See what shenanigans they get up to. It's a fairly straightforward one. Go on, have South America scoring. That would be ideal. No such luck, but we do stop them using Indo-Pakistani War in India. Right, Duck and Cover's back in the deck, and so's We Will Bury You. So, Missile Envy is a bit dicey. I think Liberation Theology is the way to go. And we'll see what if we consult. But Lib Thief for now. Ooh. Perfect information for them. They are going to coup. Okay, so we're not going to get anywhere on arms race. Maybe with Africa scored, we worry about that later on. Let's focus on causing trouble. Yeah, event repays to Europe unrest. Alright, we can use kitchen debates to shore up South Korea. We'll just try and stay ahead in the Americas. Not be overly greedy. Although we can try and realign them out of Chile if we get to Peru. Well, that's fine for you, right? So we're going to use salt, and we're going to go Haiti and Peru. Because if their coup fails on Haiti, we can fight back by trying to realign Chile. So we've got a space puppet governments. Event and repair East Europe unrest, although Europe scored and they can't get to Poland, so we could use EU in a pinch, especially with Truman having gone now. Jeez. Just, whew. Yeah, okay, so we will use it in said pinch. I mean, I guess we've had ABM, right? So we've had the good 4-op card, but we've definitely not seen anywhere near as many of them as our opponent. So if they jam Argentina again, we may have to gamble on the 5-year plan puppet governments pitch. Otherwise, we're 5-year planning missile envy or Vietnam revolts and still spacing puppet governments, and we're not necessarily any worse off. But Purge, Flower Power, and We Will Bury You are the last ones in the deck. But they've got the China card. Probably don't want to give that up to fight for Argentina. But may, and I'll let them. Do need to coup Nicaragua or Haiti at some point. Going for it. Okay, well, we'll gamble back. Okay. 2 out of 3 chance it's not puppet governments. Okay. Okay, well, we'll use Missile Envy and jam that up. Now we are going to have to space puppet governments and give up Milops. But at this point, the ship has mostly sailed. Just a turn of kind of ludicrous back and forth in South America. Warsaw Pact's back in the deck, isn't it? It's still in the discard pile, so it's a late war potential. Man, Europe doesn't look great. Well done. Yeah, Central America, Decol, and Arab-Israeli War. Not bad. Decol, Arab-Israeli War, Central America. We can only hope that they have been redealt Lone Gunman and South America scoring. Now they're in for peeking. Well, they don't have defectors, so we can go We Will Bury You. Space Grain Sales. I suppose Duck and Cover is a bit too problematic there. And Voice of America. So... we don't want to one small step until we've spaced one of those. So... Willy Brandt, maybe? We don't want to go Suez. Got China cards, so Cult Rev's no good. So yeah, Willy. So yeah, We Will Bury You means we can't space Voice America. Blah, blah, blah. Use duck and cover for the ops. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, okay, so Willie. Gain of EP, cause some trouble in Germany, and potentially... I mean, with duck and cover, we have a good shot at cracking on Chile, which is a 2 VP for 3 VP trade. Not great. Could be worse. Grain sales, Suez. Small step. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Because we're inventing Willie. Yeah, fine. If they find a way of dropping DEFCON, what we can do is use the China card, take back Culture Revolution, use the China card, holding Grain or Voice or Duck. But let's see. Let's not put the cart before the horse. Put in the trap. Neat. Well, it means we can get rid of grain sales, but they're going to get a coup. Or at least we're out in one. Let's see how their coup is. Because Brazil's not super attractive. And Argentina's on the tricky side. 4 ops will do it. Well, that is immensely disappointing. But it's what it is. We'll jam Chile. There are no more 4-op cards. Oh no, there's Purge. Alliance, Brush, Quagmire at OPEC, Che, U2. They had Bleeding Purge as well, eh? Why not? Alright, well, okay, that's South America pretty much ruined. Brilliant. Space VOA. And then one small step for 3 VP. Hold duck and cover. Event Cult Rev. Wow! Absolutely ludicrous. Getting ready for the old 8 VP Southeast Asia scoring. I'll say it again, the ops disparity has been gruesome. Still hanging in there. Coup with Suez, Event Cult Rev, finish containment. Yeah. If you're nixing it, you're nixing it. Ah, yes, that's AR6. So we coup, containment, hold, Suez, and duck and cover. Okay. Well, now we use containment to take Egypt. We'll give up the mill ops. Yep. Well, we'll see if we're lucky enough to get a coup off on Argentina before South America scoring drops. The rest of the world still looks a bit dicey too, mind. That's annoying. So they got South America scoring, but we got Brush War. So, Colonial Rear Guards. We got OAS, which is very handy under the circumstances. And Alliance for Progress. They got Omit. They've got Lone Gunman. And How I Learned. So I think they've got South America, Omit, How I Learned, Lone Gunman, Portuguese Empire, South African Unrest, Che U2, Krogmar, and OPEC, which is one more card than they're allowed to hold. So it shows that I've done a really good job of counting cards. South America, Emit, How I Learned, Lone Portuguese. Ah, well, we'll work it out. Brush War in the headline, I think. Gotta be. And if they give us Lone Gunman, we can retake Panama. Hmm. 50-50, big money. It fails. Of course it fails. Brilliant. Now that's interesting, because they may want to now go to DEFCON 2 to protect Argentina. Well, that does leave them with Lone Gunman. So what card did I miss? That's the question. Did go DEFCON 2. Great. In which case we use NASA to take Panama back. Tragic. I am not following what card I've missed, but there we go. So we need space, and we will space duck and cover, because ideally we want to use UN intervention on OAS as much as anything. Oh, there's one card in the draw pile. Numpty. Okay, so we'll now cover Angola and Botswana, especially as they have Portuguese Empire and South African Unrest, and can't space either. I think we maybe want to give them South Colonial Rear Guards. 3, 4, 5. In fact, we may even want to give them OAS once we've overprotected a bunch of places. Because what we don't want to do is give up the China card. 4, 5, 6, 7. Pitch Nixon, hold the China card, because they're left with lone gunmen. Ugh, not that we're likely to win. But yeah, to win here, we're going to have to fade war games and find a way to shorten their hand. We've got two options of that and to hit lone gunmen. They've used Ask Not. Like, it's not a good situation, but that seems like our best route to victory, so we may as well bleeding take it. Self-quagmiring. Very nice. That allows them to throw away some of their nasty top cards. Not ideal, but I'm doing it. I say that a lot. Portuguese Empire, South Africa, Che, U2, OPEC. OPEC's the likeliest to go, or, well, if they're holding one of South Africa and Portuguese, that would make more sense. Yeah. And they're out, just like that. Alright, so I think we're going to have to play Colonial Rear Guards, see what they do. And then we'll pop one in Panama, one in Brazil. War Games is even likelier to come out because we didn't have a reshuffle because of that single card. Yikes. So let's overtake Brazil and Panama. So OAS and then UN intervention, hold the China card, pitch Nixon, pray we get a DEFCON dropper and Aldrich, leave them stranded with lone gunman. Probably the only way to win. And of course, it would be genuinely hilarious if they don't have lone gunman and that's the one card left in the deck. In which case, we're probably doomed anyway. So 2 Cuba's their best bet for frigging, but we still dominate as long as we hold Haiti. Yep. Okay, so we put 1 back into Cuba. for now. Let's hope they've got Che or Portuguese Empire. Portuguese Empire they can deal with. So that'd be the one. Right, so yeah, I think Defcon's the only way to win here. Let's play to our outs. Please deal me Che. Deep breath. Well, we got Aldrich. We got War Games. If we're lucky, they've been dealt Lone Gunman and Ortega. Aldrich Reagan War Games, Iron Lady AWACS. Iron Lady is the one I've not got. There we go. Right, so we've got to go Aldrich, and if they read us and play Lone Gunman, then well done them. But tear down this wall is optional for DEF CON anyway. So yeah, it's got to be that. And we can only hope they got Ortega and Lone Gunman. Deep breaths. We'll definitely space tear down this wall. Once we've seen their hand, we can event Latin American Debt Crisis as well. But being able to see their hand here will be pretty good, pretty crucial. Unless they have a DEF CON Razor, I think they have to headline Lone Gunman, unfortunately. For us, unfortunately. They've got Glasnost to raise DEF CON in the deck. That's a possibility. Yeah. So, have they got Ortega as well? They do not. That's a real shame. Oh well. Yuri and Samantha. Glasnost is the 2 VPABM, right? So I think it's better to take that off them than it is Cal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's got to be Glasnost. What a surprise! These cards Amazing. The one. Yeah. And we will do a nice big coup. Yeah, we'll just do a nice big coup. And we'll do it in Nigeria. Okay, so now we're hoping for terrorism to leave them with Ortega. So it's getting thinner and thinner. Oh well, we played to our outs. We will definitely be counter-coupping there. You bet your ass. Excellent. Thatcher the Betrayer gives up a VP, but does make Argentina a bit worse. Going for it. Come on. Nice. Give up another VP. So they've got Che, Iranian hostage crisis, and Soviets. Let's see how many of their big cards they use before we hit them with Latin American debt crisis. Denying them an AR7 would be quite nice. That makes perfect sense. But we will space 10 on this wall in response. And fail. Now, if they don't do anything to frig with us, ideally, we event Pershing, event Marine Barracks, and event Latin America. But we're still hoping on the terrorism gambit. Che and Cal. Cal and Che. Iran, Contra, and Yuri aren't great for him either, but at this point. Uh-huh. That makes sense. So I think we use Marine Barracks bombing, because Middle East is already looking all right. Yeah, to double overprotect Cuba. We really badly need to be dealt terrorism and then Ortega, or the jig is up. Okay. So certainly Nicaragua to begin. Yeah. Okay, not bad. And Botswana, yeah? Botswana? Maybe no, because they're in Panama. Costa Rica doesn't matter massively. So Che's gone. We want to see if they use Cal. So I think we want to event Pershing. De Gaulle is still out there, so running down France a little isn't a bad thing. So they are likely to go Contra here. So they can have a nice big 4-op finish. So we will hit them with Latin American Debt Crisis and they will pitch the 4-op card. Yeah, okay. That's what it is. Repair Europe. Yeah, fine. Okay, so we event Latin American Debt Crisis. And they would be insane not to pitch it. All right, please to terrorism. Please for them to have Ortega. Come on, be good. Be good. Here we go. They got terrorism, we got Ortega. Fam bloody tastic. Well, that's the game over. Ran it for as long as we could, but the jig is up. They also have Chernobyl, and Europe is a mess. So, there we go. Gave it as long and as good as we could. But that's it, all over. The dream is dead. They've got Chernobyl, North Sea oil, terrorism, and the Reformer. And there is absolutely no way we can stop Europe being completely overrun. Oh, we've got Warsaw Pact. Shut up. Okay, well, we'll let them frig around for a while then. But we're still going to lose. It's all for nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I missing? Warsaw. We will bury you. No, got we will bury you. Decal, Star Wars, North Sea. Oh, we got North Sea. Doi. They got Chernobyl, terrorism, and the Reformer. Tego, Runner Arc. North Sea, Star Wars, Decal. We will bury you, John Paul. John Paul. Yeah, there we go. So we will bury you. Doesn't really do it for us. Because we're actually going to want to get a coup in Argentina. So Decal is the best of a bad bunch. Yeah, Decal. I am working on the assumption they'll Chernobyl Europe. Oh no, they're going to pull a card out of our hand. How interesting. Oh yeah. Alright, we use the China card to coup Argentina then. Oy. Oh well. So we're going to space North Sea. I'm not going to give them 8 action rounds. And we'll see how much shenanigans they do in Europe, I guess. Well, so it goes. Guess it's time to take the Middle East. Just another casual 4-op card for the opponent there. I definitely feel burnt by ops disparity. I feel like this game could have been a damn sight closer with a bit of balance to it. But there we go. That's fine. What I want is a nice lopsided game tonight in the 49ers' favour. We'll see whether I get that or not. Wasn't paying attention. Arms race, Jordan and Saudi. That's fine. So we event Iranian hostage crisis. And that's another region in our pocket. Bloody hell. Save some 4-up cards for the rest of us, you mug. Alright, we're going to space North Sea oil. Oh well. Happy days. So they've got Chernobyl, Terrorism, the Reformer, and 2 other cards. Yeah, why not? Doesn't matter massively. Yep, fine. So we event and repair John Paul. And if they hold Chernobyl, which they are, we are definitely going to overprotect our 2. So we'll definitely event Warsaw Pact and go 2 Poland, 2 East Germany. And that just kind of covers the Chernobyl risk. Maybe a 3-stab region. It might come down to country count. It's unlikely, but possible. Bonus mill ops, but nothing more. Well, we made it to turn 10. Still almost certainly losing this game, but it's been a bit of a wild ride. Sorting terrorism does not achieve a lot. Got a space tear down this wall. I mean, sorting the reformer, if they Chernobyl, isn't bad, but yeah. So, Truman, Evil Empire, Cambridge 5, Libthy. Tear down this wall. Salt. US Japan. Solidarity. Cube Missile Crisis. Cube Missile Crisis isn't great because we want a coup on Argentina again. So, Liberation Theology. Oh boy. That seems fine. We will coup Argentina and see if they take the bait on Chernobyl. So Truman Doctrine before it becomes really damaging. Oh yeah, we can't space turn on this wall. Oh boy. Darn you, 4-op space. Now it's almost worth having played Warsaw Pact for the ops instead of the one extra influence. But there we go, lesson learned. Yeah, okay, going for it. So where else is good for now? We'll take one realign on Chile. Alright, so we do need to salt the reformer at some point. Okay. Ooh, that was lousy. What joke. What an actual joke. To say this game has been cruel has been possibly an understatement. Here we go. Okay. Could be worse. Oh, he... Oh, well, that got me. So, ABM isn't in the discard pile. Clever. Got me. Focusing on entirely the wrong region. Well, there we go. Well, let's have the +1 gamble. Ha! Of course. Oh well. Oh well, I mean, I gave that a decent shot, but this was going nowhere regularly. The Chernobyl Asia thing's good, but that scoring card really fell into their lap. Oh well, so it goes. It's been a lousy ITSL, so it'll be nice when it's over. And this brings me one game closer, so there is that. Well, that wraps up the game. It's not going anywhere now. Thank you for coming. I gave it a reasonably good shot. Some punts along the way, probably. There always are. But that concludes another one. Oh, Donzo and I are going to have a friendly at some point around this time. Sometime Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, subject to his calendar. He's very kindly playing at lunchtime, so we can get a game in. But it's about time we had a friendly, and you know how it goes, right? I play like garbage and lose all these ITSL games, and then somehow play like garbage and beat Donzo, which must be incredibly upsetting for a player better than me. But that seems to be my little party trick, so let's go with that. Uh-huh, well, take what we can. Jam Germany for Poland. And the game is over. All right. Message imparted. The game is over. Another one in the books. And I will see you Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday to play against Donzo. What's best for them? Tap Syria. Denies domination, which is 3 VP, right? That's 2 VP. Okay, so taking Poland's 2 VP. 2 VP, 2 VP. They can't dominate in Africa or break Uruguay domination. So yeah, just take Poland, right? Yeah, way ahead. Way ahead. Nothing to worry about. If they hadn't had those scoring cards, we may have had them. But then, you know, we may have got them by DEFCON. We may have got them a million ways, and we got them by none of them. So it doesn't matter. Yep. Well done, well done. Good game, good game. It's over. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will let you know as soon as Donzo faces a game against me. All right. Adios. Have a good one.